Lemonada.
Hello and welcome to This Life of Mine, the show where our guests pick the places, people, possessions, music and memories that have made them who they are. My guest today is an actor and singer who is just an Oscar away from the most prestigious of performing accolades, the EGOT. Her achievements become even more remarkable when you learn that she only arrived in the United States 9 years ago and made her film debut in 2018. Outside of acting, she's written a children's book. She has founded her own production company and was recently appointed vice president of the most prestigious London drama school, RADA. With a starring role in the screen adaptation of the musical Wicked alongside Ariana Grande on the horizon, her career is defying gravity and will continue to do so. I am so happy that she is here today. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Then take us away.
I'm Cynthia Erivo. Welcome to This Life of Mine.
I'm so happy you're here.
I'm happy I'm here.
I've always felt, and I don't know if you feel this, but I think you do, I've felt quite a kinship with you.
Yeah.
Because I think that we both were on stage in London at the same time. We'd made that thing of being in a show that did well in London, moving to New York, and then that experience of doing a play or a musical in New York changes the course of your life.
Yeah.
I mean, yours has been incredible. How are you in this moment of your life that's happening right now? How are you coping with all of it?
In this moment, I feel really good. I feel really in my body. I feel really clear about what I want and what brings me happiness, you know?
Right. Yeah.
And I think that's the thing that makes everything else pleasurable. And that's not to say that I don't have bad days. That's human. But I think I'm really learning to enjoy what's going on and enjoying myself and finding all the creative outlets that I can. And I'm a workaholic, so I find joy in the work that I do as well. So I feel good. I feel really excited.
Well, look, we're going to talk a lot about your life. We're going to come to all of these things. We really, really are. Obviously, on the show, This Life of Mine, we asked you to pick a possession, a person, a place, a piece of music, a memory, and a movie. And I'd like to start with possession.
Yes.
So tell me, what is the possession that you've chosen for the show today?
For the show today, I picked my blanket.
Tell me about this blanket. Now, I have it here.
Yes, you do.
Try and describe to a listener what this blanket looks like, and then tell me why it's so important and special.
It's like a big, square, red, white, and burgundy knitted blanket. You know, like the red bandana patterning on it. It's got some of that on it.
I mean, it's very soft.
It's made of wool and cashmere. It's by a designer called Amiri, and I travel a lot and I always get very, very cold on planes, and it's one piece of like home that I can take with me that keeps me warm on a flight and also keeps me warm if I have to be in a hotel. And
so this goes everywhere with you?
Goes everywhere, yeah.
Now, when I was told, Cynthia's possession is a blanket, I imagined sort of a small blanket that because I thought, she travels everywhere with it. Yeah. It'll be a comfort thing that you can hold. This is
prolific.
The size of a bed.
Yes, so that's great.
I mean, look now, if I'm opening it out, this is a big...
Yeah.
Look, take that corner.
Throw.
This is a huge...
Yeah.
Wow, and this travels everywhere with you.
Yes, it does. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Put it in my little travel suitcase. I've learnt to pack properly.
Right.
So I really know how to pack a bag. And this can come with me on a plane. I take a roll-on suitcase, and it's still a small one, and it folds up really beautifully. It fits on one side of the suitcase. I can still fit clothes on the same side as that blanket, and it comes everywhere with me.
It does feel very luxurious.
It's like comfort.
It's a luxurious blanket.
Yes.
It's what I would call a fancy blanket.
Yes, it's
tasseled.
Fancy. Yeah, tasseled.
It's cashmere.
Cashmere.
It's cashmere. Would you say your life has got fancier over the last few years?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I would be lying if I said no.
I'm so pleased you were completely honest.
Yes, it's got fancier. The thing is, I've always been a fancy-ish lady, but it's definitely got fancier as the years have gone on, for sure. For sure.
What's your biggest indulgence when it comes to fanciness?
Jewelry.
Well, I mean, I can see.
It's probably jewelry and clothing are my love language. It's just one way that I express myself. And a lot of pieces, I either will work with designers to have pieces made, or they're antique or vintage.
Right.
These I got at the V&A Museum.
Well, you bought them, or they were like...
No, I bought them at the V&A Museum. So they have...
But no, they're not in the gift shop, sure.
They are in the gift shop. Yes, they absolutely are. They have... I'm like a magpie, so I'll find jewelry wherever I go. Museums are a beautiful place to find jewelry because usually they sell really beautiful pieces.
It's never even crossed my mind. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, they're stunning. They're gorgeous.
Yeah.
Your life has changed a lot since we first met, which was when you were in a Broadway musical. Yeah. Are you someone that is able to look back and see the road that you've travelled and quite how extraordinary it is?
I think I am. I am someone who looks back, but I think I probably don't do it as much as I should do, but I definitely take time to just retrace my steps, because sometimes you can forget how far you've come. Where you are isn't just a fluke, and where you are should be something that you're grateful for, because it took a while to get there in the first place. I'm sort of like grateful for the journey. Yeah. And that's, I think, why I sometimes take the time to look back.
That's great that you can do that.
Yeah.
Because I think I find it quite difficult to enjoy things whilst they're happening.
Yeah.
I sort of only retrospectively, I look back at things and go, oh, no, I was really happy doing that.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because at the time, I mean, so much of your life, the pressure is high.
It's at a particular...
Well, the frequency's high, and there's an expectation of when you're going to sing or when you're going to act now. How are you with nerves and things?
I still get nervous.
Do you? Yeah, good.
I still get nervous. I still worry, and maybe like an hour or two before I have to go on, I get really like picky about like little things, like, is that in the right place? Is the prompter where it needs to be? If it's not there, is the dress the right thing? Or I'm very like particular about everything. For me, the detail is right down to the shoes I wear, even if you never get to see the shoes because the dress is too long. Do you know what I mean? I like the details that you don't get to see still matter, because somehow I feel like you'll feel it, you know? It's never crippling. The fear is never crippling. The nervousness is never crippling. And if it is, it means I'm not meant to be there.
If the nerves are too...
If it's too much, then I'm not
meant to be there.
I'm not meant to be
there. How
there.
did you learn this?
I was asked once to sing the national anthem at a basketball game. And my first reaction was, no, I don't think I should be doing that. And I really didn't feel like I wanted to. And it's not because I didn't think it was a good idea. I wasn't in the mood to do that. Like my body and my brain and it didn't feel right. And an ex at the time kept pressuring me to do it. I said no again. And then he asked again, and I realized that he wanted to go and see the game. Right. So I was like, okay, I'll do it. And I got there. And I couldn't remember. I'd sung this before. I'd sung it before, easy, no lyrics, no nothing, knew it off by heart. Today, the lyrics would not stay in my brain. I get there and I completely blank. Only because I've performed enough times live to know that if something goes wrong, you find your place and you keep going. That's the only reason I kept going and managed to find where I needed to be. But after that day, I realized the intuition I have for what I need to be doing is very clear. And if I don't listen to it, it'll bite me in the ass.
I think that's a great thing for a lot of performers to think about, really. Because I think nerves are good. If you can invite them in and go, well, you're only nervous when something matters.
Yes.
So actually, if you can look at nerves and go, God, I'm really nervous. Yeah. I must be doing something that matters. Yes. How exciting.
Yes.
Because you're never really nervous about something you don't care about. But if it gets to a point where it's so overwhelming that then it means, well, I'm not going to be here.
Yeah.
This is a good... already, we're off to life advice for performers everywhere from Cynthia Erivo. I'm going to hand away this blanket. Will you keep this blanket incredibly safe and put it in my car so I can take it? Let's move on to your place that you wanted to share as being significant in your life. Tell us the place that you wanted to talk about today.
The place I wanted to talk about is Williamsburg, New York.
Why is Williamsburg, Brooklyn so important to you?
Because when I moved to New York in 2015, that is where I first went. That's where I stayed. And it felt far enough away from Manhattan and the noise and the craziness of it, but close enough to people and life. And there's just something about that particular area of Brooklyn that feels really alive. There's one particular street, Bedford Avenue, that's literally like a stone's throw away from where I was staying. I used to take my razor scooter, push scooter, and ride up and down the streets and just visit different stores, and I didn't have to leave there very often. It's just lovely.
Does it remind you in any sense of London?
Yeah.
Because I think right now, as we're recording this, we're both in Los Angeles.
Yes.
This is a place where we've both spent a lot of time.
Yes.
I think, and I say this to people quite a lot, I think it's easier to move from New York to London than it is from New York to Los Angeles.
Yes.
Even though one of them's in the same country and the other is across this ocean.
You're very right.
There is a real sense of familiarity for me whenever I get anywhere around Manhattan, whether that's Brooklyn or wherever. Did you find when you landed in New York, like, oh, I can exist here?
Yeah. I felt like I knew the place immediately, which was probably because there's a texture in there that feels like London. You can walk everywhere. People aren't friendly, but they're kind. You know?
Well, someone said to me once about the difference between New York and LA is in New York, they'll stab you in the front. In LA, they'll tell you you're fantastic and then stab you in the back. Right. And I was like, yeah, there's an honor.
Yeah,
there's an honor among
it's
the
like really straightforward
community of it, basically.
There is.
Yeah.
You know, people are really like good to you. Like if they want to be good, they'll be good. If they don't want to be good, you know they don't want to be good to you. So like you're not confused by anything. Once you become familiar with the place, they know you always. And it's such a wonderful thing. Even now, like there are particular places I go to and they're like, oh, hey, Cyn, what's going on? And it feels really lovely. And there's places in London that also feel like that. What's going on? How you been?
And this was when you moved to New York to do The Colour Purple on Broadway.
That's right, yeah.
So talk to me about that experience of being told that you're going to go to Broadway.
It was like a 5-step process.
Go on.
Because I did the show in London first, and that's what I wanted. I fought to do the show in London, Many a Chocolate Factory, that's what I wanted to do. It's a little 200-seater.
It's a great theatre.
It's a great theatre. And I wanted to do the show. That's what I wanted. I did not know that it would go beyond that. And I want to say it was press night, one of the producers asked me if I would go to Broadway with it if it transferred. And I thought he was just being nice.
Sure.
And that was my reply. Sure, if you'll have me. Right. I thought he was just, blowing smoke.
It's press night and everyone's
lovely.
excited.
That's very kind of you to say. It's lovely. Yeah. And then a few weeks later, I was called into the office and told that they were actually taking it to Broadway. And I thought, that's lovely. I mean, but...
Can't wait to see it.
Can't wait to see it, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Let me know when it happens. But again, not really thinking... Because it's not something that happens often, right? It doesn't happen like that often.
For sure.
And it certainly doesn't happen like that.
It also very rarely happens if you're playing an American character in a show in the West End, where if you were playing a British character, there is an argument to say, well, there's no one in New York can play this as well. That's kind of what happened with the plays that I did. They had to vouch for the fact that this character couldn't be played.
Right.
Yeah.
And on top of that, this particular show had been done maybe 10 years before, less than.
Yes.
Again, it's like, how likely is this to happen? And then I get told that they found a theatre. And at that point, I'm like, okay. When I have the ticket, and there's a part of me that's like, I'm really scared to actually believe this is happening, because if I believe this is happening, then it's happening. That would be a big old dream coming true. And I'm not entirely sure that I'm ready to allow myself to be disappointed if it doesn't happen, right? First of all, I had packed my stuff and I'd left stuff at home. And as I'm leaving to go to the airport, my sister comes to the door and she asks me why I've left things in the wardrobe. She said, why have you left things in your wardrobe? I said, we're going to come back. She said, you're not coming back. I can't tell you how hard that hit. And she gave me a little charm in the shape of an Oscar.
Oh my God.
And I think she saw me better than I saw myself in that moment, I have to say. I wasn't there. She was there already.
Wow.
I get to the airport and I am in tears. There is a 50% chance about whether I go or not. This is a big thing. Yeah. I realize I'm actually moving. I'm leaving my home to go somewhere else. As I'm about to walk on the plane, the stewardess asks me if I'm okay. And I was like, I don't know if I'm supposed to go because I'm going to leave my mom, I'm going to leave my sister. I don't know what to do. And she was like, take a breath. You'll be okay. And then I get on the plane.
And she was completely right because you haven't gone back.
No, she was right.
So then you walked on stage and then everybody's going, who is this person? This is amazing. Right. That must have been the most intoxicating time. I mean, I hosted the Tonys when you won Best Actress that night. It must have been incredible. What are some of the memories you can remember of like people coming backstage on Broadway, which never happens in the West End?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. When Whoopi Goldberg came backstage.
Wow.
That was really wonderful. And to this day, I still think she's just one of the most incredible people and has always been really, really supportive. And Aretha Franklin came backstage, which was really, really wonderful.
Tell me about Aretha Franklin.
She was funny. She is really cool. She sang the last line of my song back at me as I walked towards her.
Oh my God.
And at that point, I realized, oh, she liked this. This is good.
Well, it'd be weird to sing the last line back and then go...
Right.
I hated it.
Right. Right?
Yeah. Imagine what it would be like if you could consistently find whatever it is that you're looking for right away. Like imagine being able to find the perfect parking spot or being able to find the perfect pair of jeans that fit your body perfectly straight away. Imagine how much time you would save. Well, now, while you may never instantly find all of those things, if you're hiring, you can find qualified candidates right away, time and time again with ZipRecruiter. And today you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/lifeofmine. With ZipRecruiter's advanced resume database, you can unlock top candidates' contact info instantly, which is why ZipRecruiter is the #1 rated hiring site based on G2. You want to know right away how many qualified candidates are in your area? Look no further than ZipRecruiter. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get quality candidates within the first day. And right now, you can try it for free at ziprecruiter.com/lifeofmine. Again, that's ziprecruiter.com/lifeofmine. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. On this Life of Mine, we obviously spend a lot of time talking to incredible people about amazing moments they've had. But of course, that only shows one side of somebody's life. And there's no question that every guest has had difficult times in their lives. And myself, I've always struggled with whether it's stress or extreme nerves. And unfortunately, finding a good therapist online who is both affordable and takes insurance can often just add to what is already a difficult and stressful moment in your life. Many online platforms don't work with insurance, which means you're stuck paying the full cost out of your own pocket. Well, Ruler does things differently. They partner with over 100 insurance plans, making the average copay just $15 per session. And it gets better. Ruler tailors the experience just for you by considering your goals, your preferences and background, and they provide you with a curated list of licensed in-network therapists who are actually aligned with what you need. Ruler knows that finding the right therapist can make all the difference. Thousands of people are already using Ruler to get affordable, high-quality therapy that's actually covered by insurance. Visit ruler.com/lifeofmine to get started. And after you sign up, you'll be asked how you heard about them. And please support our show. Let them know that we sent you. That's rula.com/lifeofmine. You deserve mental health care that works with you, not against your budget. We really hope that whoever is out there listening to this finds the help that they need, and know that all of us at This Life of Mine are right here by your side. We're going to move on to your film.
Yes.
Tell us the film that you've chosen that you want to talk about on This Life of Mine.
The film I've chosen is On a Clear Day You Can See Forever.
On a clear day, rise and look around.
I'm obsessed with Barbra Streisand. She's one of the examples for me who's been able to bridge the gap between musical and film and theatre and directing and acting, all of those things. She's the truest Renaissance woman there is.
And on a clear day.
This particular film I love because it's wild, and I think she's unabashedly like crazy in it and just expressive. It's just this wild movie about a clairvoyant who's in college and a love story at the same time, and I just think it's wonderful.
Of all the musicals
Yes.
that have been made into films, why is this one so important to you?
There's just like a youthfulness that she has in it, and it's just like there's something scrappy about it, and I love the fashion in it. I love the colors. I love that it's not about a perfect person. Like, this character she plays is perfectly imperfect. There's such humanity in this piece, and sometimes musicals forget the humanity. They become really glossy, but this one isn't glossy at all. I love that about it.
Also, I have great respect for any musical that works on film.
Yeah.
Because it's so hard.
It's hard.
It's so hard to
It's hard.
make that jump.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
look,
agree.
you are in, I mean, one of the biggest musicals, certainly of the last 20 years that's happened on stage. Talk to me about the experience of getting the part
Yeah.
and how's that felt? And then let's talk about when we were filming it.
So when I found out that people were going in for it, I kind of was like, do not tell me anything about it unless it actually means that I can actually be seen for it and there's a chance for me to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And so I knew they were seeing loads of girls for Alphaba, and the chance comes around. I meet John first, John Chu.
John Chu, who's directing the film, who is an incredible director.
Wonderful.
His last musical was In the Heights.
Yeah.
So you go and meet John.
So I go and meet John.
Is this an audition or is it a coffee to see
This
if
is
you
just
get
a
along?
meeting over
Okay.
Zoom. So I'm in New York. I think he's in LA.
Right.
I'm in a hotel room, and we're just like talking about what this character was and what it meant to me. And because I've been singing this music since I was 20.
Yeah.
I get asked to come in. I know the material like the back of my hand. I knew every line, every beat, every note, all of it. And it's a lot of material to know because I had, I think, 4 scenes, 4 songs.
When you're doing the scenes, who are you reading those scenes with?
I had 2 prospective Glindas.
Right.
I was there for 3 hours. I remember really loving every second of being in that room, being able to explain that for me, this music wasn't just a great musical. For me, this was a way to connect with someone at drama school. A friend of mine, Michael Pivoy, would take me into a room and we would sit at the piano and we'd sing through the entire libretto of this music.
You'd sing through Wicked.
We'd sing through Wicked at drama school. It was just him and I in a room with a piano, and we would do it in our break whenever we'd get a spare second.
And now you're in there with the opportunity, and you must have been very close. It must
Yeah.
have been, because really there's only a handful
Yes.
of names that you can think could actually
Yes.
do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Can sing it, can
Yeah.
sing Defying Gravity, For Good.
Yeah.
There's not a mass of names
No.
that spring to your
Yeah.
mind. Of course, talent is everywhere, and
Yes,
there's a
yes,
plethora of people. There's people doing it 2 times today probably
Yes.
across the world. But in that world of film
Yes.
that would be in the running for such a thing,
Yes.
at the end of the day, are you thinking, I think I've got this?
There is a part of me that's like, I think we did okay.
Right.
I think we've done okay. And you leave it alone, and I don't hear for like a month.
Right.
When I hear I'm in London, it's 1 a.m. in the morning, and I get this frantic email from my agent who says, oh, there's this, because I've got this little production company and he knows like I'm interested in like cool IP. So there's this book that we really want to have a meeting on, and the writer's around now. There's not much time, but we need to get on the call with them now. And I'm like, sure.
Okay.
Fine. It's 1 a.m. I don't care. Let's do it. I get on the Zoom and John Chu's name comes up. And still, for some reason, it doesn't click.
Oh, come on.
It doesn't click. And then everyone's face starts coming up. And he goes, so there's this book. It's a really cool story about how this woman becomes this green witch. And I just collapse in tears. I have glasses on. My glasses go up over my head. My head is in my hands. And part of me is like, this cannot be happening. And the last thing I remember is he goes, I don't know what planet you came from, but we have to do this with you.
Now, let me ask you this. You get off the Zoom.
Yeah.
Everyone leaves the meeting. Is there any bit of you that goes, oh, shit. Like,
oh my God, this is going to happen.
Oh no. The thing you asked the universe for has gone,
yeah.
All right, Cynthia.
Then. Come on.
Let's see what you got.
Yeah.
And suddenly the weight of, I don't know how many hundreds of millions of dollars it's costing to make this movie, are basically placed somewhere around your shoulders, John Chu's shoulders, and Ariana Grande's shoulders. And it's like, you know that thing you really asked us for? Let's see if you've got it.
Then. Like, there is a part of you that goes, oh, shit.
Yeah. But like, let's talk about the day, and maybe it wasn't across one day, maybe the way it's shot, it's across multiple days, but the day that you're going to film, like, Defying Gravity. What are you feeling like the night before you go, oh, what are we filming tomorrow? Oh.
No, it's so crazy that you say that, because Defying Gravity was the last thing I shot.
Wow.
The last thing, which actually is 100 times more pressure than shooting the first thing. Because the first thing, we're all in the same boat. The first thing is like, okay.
Good luck, everyone.
Let's see what happens.
And action. Yeah.
The last thing, as in the last thing to be shot, the last person on set.
The stakes are high for that number anyway. The stakes are going, well, people when they leave the movie theatres will be going, well, should we see the next one in 10 months' time? Yeah, I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
It's all on this song, and this song is all on you.
Yes.
And it is as hard a song as anyone could ever sing.
And so this song is the very last thing we're shooting. We're shooting it after we've had the strike.
Oh, right. So you've shut down for 6 months.
For 6 months.
So for 6 months during a strike, you're like, I've still got to go back and be like,
I'm literally in limbo. That's literally that. And so there are definitely days I'm like in the shower going, just checking. Okay.
Still got it.
Still got it. Yeah. Still there. Still there. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We can do this. And we get there on the day and I'm shooting it all in the air. All of it is shot flying.
Yeah.
But everyone's so excited. And more than wanting to make this right for the end of this movie, I really want everyone on that ground to have a good time. That's actually the pressure that I'm feeling, that I've probably put on myself. I just want those people in there to feel like they can be proud.
And how do you feel now at the moment that people are about to see this film? How do you feel?
I feel really proud. I don't know how it's going to go. I hope people love it, but we worked really fucking hard, man. Nothing was thrown away. Nothing was phoned in. I walked away with literal bruises. You know?
Green bruises.
Green bruises. You know? And I'd do it all again.
That's it.
Yeah.
Because really then you just go, well, look, people are going to have opinions about this film. My personal opinion is I think it's going to be an unparalleled success, and I think it's going to be an extraordinary moment in what is shaping up to be one of the most extraordinary careers.
Thank you.
But I also think what you've got to do is go, I did it. And if you could go back and talk to 12-year-old Cynthia and tell her, you know, her head would explode.
It would.
Let's move on to your piece of music and your song that you've chosen. Tell us the song that you've chosen as significant in your life.
The song I've chosen is Nothing Compares to You by Prince.
It's been 7 hours and 13 days since you took your love away.
I picked this song because it's one of the songs that I do often in concert. And every time I do it, It feels like a love letter to the audience.
Since you took your love away.
Something about it just connects.
I could eat my dinner in fancy restaurants.
I love Prince. I love Sinead O'Connor. And it's the perfect combination of both of those coming together. And I feel like I have a little bit of both of them in
Well, that's interesting. Yeah.
my music, you
Yeah.
know? I always feel like I'm on fire when I sing it.
Well, I think what's happening to any audience with a song like this
Yeah.
is really why music can connect in a way that so many other things can't.
Yeah.
Where really a song like this is essentially you have a feeling
Yeah.
which you have thought is particular to you.
Yeah.
Nobody else has ever felt the way I feel right now. And then suddenly someone you don't know, have never met,
Yeah.
will likely never cross paths with,
Right.
has kind of held out their hand and said,
I feel it too.
no, you know that thing you're feeling is this, and suddenly you're not on your own.
Yeah.
Which is why our connection with recording artists
Yes.
is so much greater than our connection
right.
with
That's right.
movie stars or television stars.
Right.
It's a deeper thing.
Yeah.
And that's why it's quite scary being a recording artist, because
yes.
people are going, no, you get
know
me.
me, you get me.
You
You
know
understand me. Right.
And it's like a hand has reached out and said, well, put your hand here
Yeah.
and we'll ride this together.
Yeah.
And this song does this. It's a privilege, I think,
Yeah.
to be able to sing songs like this.
Yeah. I think so too.
Are there any other songs on your list that you've sung and performed where you think, oh, these are the ones that I feel very lucky to be able to sing?
Ain't No Way by Aretha Franklin.
Right.
Always.
Ain't no way for me to love you
Ain't no way for me to love you if you won't let me.
if you won't let me.
That's the first line of the song. I love that song.
Well, isn't it funny? Because immediately I started thinking, before I asked you,
Yeah.
this is really odd.
Yeah.
I started thinking, I bet she's going to say, I Can't Make You Love Me by Bonnie Raitt.
'Cause I can't make you love me if you don't.
Which basically is the
same
song.
song.
It's
That's the same-
basically, I Can't Make You Love Me If You Don't.
And you know what? Another song, and this might sound really like left field for me, but I love her so much. Why by Annie Lennox.
Oh,
How many times have I had to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done? Oh my God.
How many times do I have to try to tell you that I'm sorry for the things I've done?
isn't it amazing when people just are able to sort of take their pain and put it in a place that
my
suddenly
God.
sort of heals ours? Phil Collins was asked once, he's
Yeah.
obviously written some really great songs about heartbreak, and Phil Collins was asked once, if you could swap the heartbreak, you
Yes.
wouldn't have the heartache, but because you didn't have the heartache, you wouldn't have the songs.
Songs.
Would you do it? And Phil Collins takes a beat and goes, no.
You wouldn't.
Have you ever heard the version that Prince did? So Prince played a free show
Yeah.
on New Year's Eve 1999 in his live room at Paisley Park.
Yeah.
People started queuing, I
Yeah.
think 2 days before Christmas Day. They just sat outside.
Wow.
There's maybe room for, I'm guessing, 600 people
Yeah.
tops.
Yeah.
It's, for me, the most extraordinary version of this song. There's a bit where he starts on a piano and Rosie Gaines is singing it with him.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want.
Rosie Gaines, y'all.
And then at one point, there's a huge saxophone solo.
On the saxophone, Kathy Jensen.
He stands up and he lays back on the crowd, and the crowd surf him back to the main stage where Rosie Gaines is singing.
I know that living with it, baby, is sometimes hard. Sometimes hard.
It will change the way you hear the song, and anyone should look it up. You can find it on YouTube.
I will.
It's absolutely brilliant. I mean, you've performed this yourself.
Yeah.
You performed it at the Royal Albert Hall, which we're going to talk about
Yes.
because it is connected here.
Yes.
Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose.
tell us the memory that you wanted to talk about today.
So the memory I want to talk about is my mother having this wonderful epiphany about me and performing and music at the Royal Albert Hall. I did a concert at the Royal Albert Hall. My mum is like my biggest fan, so she'll come and see everything. But she came to this concert, and my manager comes back to her. She says, your mum was crying her eyes out. And I come out after the show, and I see her, and she says, it's like you're connected with God and the universe, and you're telling these stories, and I'm really proud of you because... And I thought, oh my God, because I think until this point, she loves my voice. She loves me singing. But I think up until then, it was like, oh, she sings. Mm. But I think in that moment where she could just like sit back and see it, she realized that it wasn't just, I'm singing to sing. You're singing to tell stories. You're singing to connect with people. You're singing to meet people where they are. You're doing God's work, she said. I was like, my mum gets it. She gets it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
It's an amazing moment.
Yeah.
When you feel like you might have made, because you would have made your mum proud many, many times.
Yeah.
But those moments are incredible. To have those moments in a room like the Royal Albert Hall.
Yeah.
I mean, for anyone who hasn't been, try and describe it as a room and try and describe what it feels like to perform in there.
It's huge is an understatement. But it's also like a rotunda. So it's like round all the way around. So you can be surrounded by people as you're singing. And the stage is massive, but people are also really close as well.
Yeah.
This place is a historical landmark. And it's one of those places that if you get to sing there, it's a massive deal. So to have her watch that happen
in a room
like that was really special.
Let's keep it in the family.
Yeah.
And let's move on to your person.
Yes.
Tell us the person that you've chosen to talk about today.
The person I've chosen to talk about today is my younger sister, Stephanie.
Tell me about Stephanie.
Stephanie is such a singular personality. I've never met anyone like her. So I feel very lucky to have her as my sister. She is really intentional about everything she does. The food she eats, the way she treats her body, the words she says, the time she spends with people. There's an awareness that she has that not many human beings have. We went to dinner when I was in London. We tried to have sister time. We call it sister time.
Sure.
Whenever I'm in London, just where it's just her and I. And I picked this place because we both eat very healthily, and I found this really cool vegan restaurant, and I knew we both could eat pretty well. And we sit down to dinner and we have this lovely conversation. We talk about all the things, and we come to the end of dinner. I go to pay. She goes, no. She says, let's split it. I said, what do you mean? Let me just pay. You paid for dinner the last time. She said, but that's your birthday. It's different. I said, well, let's just say it's my turn. She said, no. She said, I'm trying to be intentional about the way I spend time with people I love and the way I pour into my relationships and friendships. And because I want us to have an even and considerate relationship, I want us to be good to each other. I feel like splitting it means that we're always even. And I was like, I just was so amazed that she had considered this. Because when you get to where we are, sometimes the expectation is, oh, we'll take care of it and pay for it. And I have no issues doing that. But just the idea that she thought, well, no, I don't care what you have. I want to do this with you. I want us to have this together. I want us to share this together. What a beautiful human being.
Yeah.
What a lovely, wonderful, loving thing to do and to say. She doesn't want anything from me but time.
What does she do? What does Stephanie do?
She is a brainiac, for one, but her raison d'etre is to help people with terminal illnesses, with food and physical fitness. And when I say physical fitness, like restorative health. And she doesn't necessarily want to make lots of money from it. She just wants to help people.
Does she do what every great sibling should do?
Yeah.
Does she keep your feet on the ground in any way?
She's not interested in all of the fancy things.
Sure.
She's just interested in me. My sister's cool because she's cool. She wants to go on long walks with me. She wants to chat about everyday stuff. She wants to talk about skincare, and she wants to talk about her love of cheese, and that's it. You know, and yes, we want to talk about clothes and shopping and how she can repurpose things, and
it's made me feel so much better that she likes cheese.
Oh, she loves
to think
cheese.
she was a superwoman.
Oh, no. She's avid. She's an avid lover of cheese. She says that it's the one thing she will never give up. There's nothing that can change that.
Do you think Stephanie would be surprised that you had chosen her as your person on a show like this?
She might be.
Like if you imagined that she's listening now
Yeah.
in London and you wanted her to hear something for you, what would you say?
I would say thank you for seeing me in 2015 when I didn't really see it for myself. I think you saw my future before I did, and you seemed more sure about it than I did, and you were probably more brave about it than I was. It felt like you would dive into it for me if you had to, and then pull me in.
Cynthia Erivo, your possession is your blanket, your place is Williamsburg, New York. Your film is On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. Your music is the song Nothing Compares to You by Prince. Your memory is your mother's epiphany after watching you perform in the Royal Albert Hall, and your person is your younger sister, Stephanie. Thank you so much.
Thank you, James.
For sharing this life of yours.
Thank you very, very much.
Up next is this.
I'm David Beckham. Welcome to this life of mine. This is Leo. It's Messi. It's the greatest player to ever have played our game. Wait until he literally steps foot in Miami and then I will believe it. The funny thing is, I said, just be there for the moment that he gets off that plane. We might have signed his brother. My dad was so tough on me as a young kid. He very rarely turned around to me and said, well done, boy. You did well today. You played well. Not even, when I got into the United first team, not even when I won the Premiership, not even when I won the Champions League. It was the moment after I'd won my 100th cap in Paris, and he put his arm around me. It makes me emotional. But he said, you made it, boy.
Tell us the song that you've chosen as significant in your life.
This is a difficult one because obviously having a Spice Girl as a wife.
If you haven't subscribed to Lemonada Premium yet, now is the perfect time. You can listen to This Life of Mine completely ad-free. Plus, you'll unlock exclusive quickfire rounds of questions with all of my guests. They're all in 2 minutes or less. Just tap that subscribe button on Apple Podcasts or head to lemonadapremium.com to subscribe on any other app. Or you can listen ad-free on Amazon Music with your Prime membership. That's lemonadapremium.com. Don't miss out.